Okay. As great as this plate looks from afar, there's some things I need to point out. When I did the cutout, I left a rough edge. That's not a good thing because it looks absolutely terrible. That's number one. Number two, the paper was so thin, and it's good paper. You can see the white, and you can see the white paint. Can you? And that's another not good thing. Plus, I know I wanted to leave some areas that were not showing through the red, but for some reason here, I managed to knock some off and it looks terrible. It's okay in places like this. Can you see that? But this is not okay. So I've decided that I'm going to do a redo of this and try and fix all the mistakes that I did on Saturday. So first of all, what I did was, I'm going to use this pattern. And what did I do with my plate? There we go again. So I hope, hi Gwendolyn. No, I can't touch it up, Betty. And the reason I can't is because I covered it. I would have to redo the whole plate. So instead of redoing the whole plate, I'm going to show everyone how to do it right. So, I hope you don't mind me showing you how I would have done this had I done it correctly. Like I said before, I'm learning as well. And hopefully you are as well. Now I'm looking for my plate, which I haven't cleaned yet. I just want to make sure that this circle is right. Yeah, it's approximately right. So the first thing, I told you to cut it. You were early, Amber. So I'm going to cut it instead of use a paintbrush. Instead of using a paintbrush and leaving a raw edge. So my cutting may not be perfect, but... And it's Happy Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. Like I said, my accountant left me a bit frazzled. She's very nice. And if she's watching, sorry for that, Maya. But I'm fine now. Hi, Hazel. How are you? So, just to recap, my name is Rima Bechara. Hi. I'm the owner of Walls and More. And I am going to redo the plate I did on Saturday, having learned from some of the mistakes. So like I said Saturday, you need to wipe it down. You need to wipe down, hello Hazel. Yeah, I know. But she's good. She's got the same name as my youngest one, Maya, so she's been very good. So I can't complain. But I am complaining, aren't I? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, after I've wiped it down, of course, put the... I'm using the Posh Chalk infuser, which if you are purchasing will be in a different container. I put it in this because it's easy for me. And I did have the container, but I don't know what I did with it. So you'll have to forgive me. So I'm just, I think I might have put too much on, and I think I did. I'm going to put it all over because I put too much on. And we are going to be sticking some things, the same foils. I will not be using the same red. I don't know why I used red. I thought it would show up better. And it does show up well. But I think I might mix my colors today. Plus, as you know, I'm always nervous when I do a live. So, okay. So now I'm going to place... Thank you so much, Betty, for sprinkling. Yes, please, if you could tag your friends, that would be wonderful. So I'm just going to place this like this. And I will turn it around and show you the front. I've never maintained that I am an expert in any of this. Oh, but this needs to go. So as you can see, my plate now is on there. My reverse decoupage is on there. And actually, you know what? I made a mess. I'm going to clean up the excess infuser that I put on because I think it's going to dry on me before I'm ready to apply what I need. Hey, Laura, how are you? I hope you had a good weekend. My daughter, one of my daughters came for a cookout on Sunday with her husband and sister-in-law and her boyfriend. So it was nice. My husband actually prepared everything for them. All the food. He went food shopping. I'm quite impressed. Now that that is on, what I'd like to do is remember the gold that I mixed up on Saturday. Well, look at it. I can still use it. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go around Let me just see one thing. Nope. Again, I don't like what I'm doing here. Instead of doing it on the paper, I am going to do it on, try and do it on the edge. It is, you'll love it, Betty. I'm just trying to get it more on the glass. So I'm cleaning up with my finger. Oh, he does? See, mine does, but when he sees me, I love to entertain. I love having the kids over. But sometimes I don't feel like cooking. Plus, I'm on a diet. So this is probably not the best way to do this, but I'm doing it this way anyway. Let me just see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm getting a small amount of detail. My husband loves to cook, but I hate to clean up after him. No, I'm sure all the other husbands do more than mine, but I'm happy with what he does. Okay, let me just, I found a little bit of this. Not completely stuck. I'm going to have to redecoupage this bit because it's sticking up. And remember, this is hand painted. I know it's not supposed to be perfect, but still. Oh, well, I am fat, Amber. I think staying home during COVID did not help me. Let me just fix the areas that need it. And this will dry, should dry quickly. Hi, Maddie. How are you, my friend? So let me just, where's my... Just add a touch. I hope you're well, Maddie, and you had a good weekend. I'm going to turn it over. And see, you can just see a little bit of gold here. I may need to add over here, but we'll see. Actually, I do need this. Let me just... and I'm going to clean the plate again. I'm just going over it just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. So as you can see, this will definitely last if you keep it in a sealed container. I've had it since Saturday and no issues. So I'm going to get this and just clean up the areas that I messed up by accident. With the decoupage. Okay. hopefully. My lighting is not very good today, although it's a very sunny day. So is anyone going away for Memorial Day, or are you staying home? Do you have plans? Okay, I'm going to get my doily. And, oops, close up my, my alcohol. Okay, I'm just cutting around. I want the smaller circles. I do not want the larger circles, so I'm just going to get rid of the top layer. Well, not get rid of it. You can still use it, but so this week, apart from doing this, I prepared some seashells to use with the new papers, the new foils that hopefully will ship out this week. Sorry if I'm not talking, I'm just concentrating on cutting this. Now, you don't have to use doilies. I just personally think that they look good. I don't know that I would do this bright gold again with the red. Oh, you do? That would be great, Maddie. Let me know what the postage is, and I will love some. And let me know how much I owe you, please. Okay, so I'm going to put these the same way as I did earlier. What? Yeah, I know, but I did such a mess, I can't stand to see them again, Betty. I'm just cutting out these. I do like the center, and I wish I could use the center somewhere. Maybe we'll use it somewhere, but I don't know where. But anyway, I prepared a lot of shells to try out that I never got to do on the live because I just finished in time. And I'm going to do something that I've seen people do on YouTube, so it's not my idea. And that'll be another day. It's those posy cans that started off as a can, a regular can. You know, those cans that you use for, that you get, you know, like tomato sauce or stuff like that. So we're going to decorate that, and I will do that with foils and, oh, maybe not, no, not foils. I will do that with would you bend and some I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so now I've done those. Let me get, yeah, everyone is doing them. I've never done them, but just in case somebody wanted to see how they're done, I thought it would be fun to show. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here, where the head of the fairy is. I can't figure out if he's a fairy or not. Let me do one right at the bottom. I should have put... So notice I haven't painted this yet. And then one at 3 o'clock. And then I also thought it might be fun to show you how to trowel some plaster or texture medium through lace. So if you don't have a stencil but you have lace, you can do that. Does that look even? Okay, then I'm going to put one here, so 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I haven't painted this bottom part yet. So does everyone approve of the ideas? Sorry, I'm concentrating on getting them right. They don't have to be perfect, I know. So let me just double check. Oh, okay. No problem, Laura. My question was that what my plan is going to be this week. I thought up a few things ahead of time, and one of them was going to be doing these cozy cans, and that's just made from a tin of tomatoes. I did have, okay. So instead of painting this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out another circle and put it right over it, because it will look so much better than the paint. So you can't see the white paint going through the paper. Sorry, Laura, I keep losing my train of thought. The other thing that I'm planning on doing is some seashells that I prepared for the live on Sunday, like these with different colors, and try them out with the new foils. So I'm just going to cut this and decoupage it over. Instead of painting it. It does save time, and you don't have to mess up another paintbrush, which is another great reason for doing, yeah, this rice paper I really like, even though there's like holes in it, and I wish I could remember where I got it from. I don't think this is Amazon, although I did get rice paper from Amazon to print on. So I'm just going to add oh, really? Oh, okay. What is the store? Do you remember? Betty? Okay, so I'm going to put this on. Oh, okay. Oh, I hope so, Amber. Is Christmas tree just in New England or Massachusetts? Do you know? Let me make sure that it's all stuck on. I know I need to trim a little bit here. Oh, okay. I'm just going to trim some of the areas. Just a little bit. And then, oops. Oh, right here. So basically this is, and I'll show you the difference in the two, a much better way to finish it has the rice paper that I've been told you need to get has to be something called 25 GSM. So see, right now, you cannot see the edges like you could right here. See the darkness over here? And also, there's no paint coming through. The paint can look good because it can make it look aged. Yes. So this looks a lot clearer. Look at this image and look at this image. You haven't lost the image doing that. Okay, so, oops, I must have pulled this off. I just want to add a couple more dots. Oops, let me just get, messed up this one by moving it. But no worries, we have another one here. Now the colors that I'm thinking of using, and instead of turning it, I'm going to use the original, is using this one and, let me see, nope. I could use these two or these two. I think I like these two better. Yeah, I've loved the rice paper look. I think since I learned to use rice paper instead of paint, I much prefer it. Oh, they do? I haven't checked them out. So there's one. This one is green bronze. And this one is deep gold. So I'm just going to use a little bit of each and randomly apply them. Let me put those here. And let me see what brush I'm going to use. I'm just going to put a little bit of retarder here, just so that I can move it better. So I'm going to start adding this. Randomly. And it's not being as opaque as the red. Let me just tip it upside down so that I can see. But don't forget, we're going to put rice paper underneath this. Oh, really? 25 GSM? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at them. I like the unusual kind of papers. Because I like using something different to what, you know, other people are using. Oops. Well, Rima. You can't even be patient, can you? I pulled this one off. And I'm going to see. It's not sticky, so let me just add a drop. Oh, thank you, Betty. And you know me, I'm going to use my finger. And we'll come back to add some more everything that can go wrong on a live goes wrong with me. It'd be great if I did a live without messing up. Well, it's not messing up. It's messing up. Betty, thank you so, so much. And everybody, just make sure when you're doing this that you let the doilies dry first. Not like me. Laura, you're so funny. True. Yes, it's very true. You're trying to make me feel better. There comes a point where you no longer get embarrassed by all your tragic mistakes. You admit to them. Oh, there we go again. How many times do I have to do that one? I'm just going to stick it on there and dry it. I've gotten to the point where I've made so many, and you're all my friends, and you all accept all the mistakes I make. So to me, I'm very lucky that I have such an amazing group of friends that tolerate everything I do with my mistakes. This one is getting on my nerves. That one really is. Just want to make sure now that the edges are all completed. Now you may all decide that the red was a much better color, but you know what? I didn't want to repeat the same thing, number one. Number two, I wanted to vary the different choices. Okay, I think I need some more. And I want to turn it over just to see what the overall look is. Some areas are thicker than others. Yeah, I think I'm hoping, Betty. I just, you know, sometimes like a change. Okay, right now it may not look like much because I don't have the white background. It looks a bit dull, doesn't it? Look at it. Doesn't it look dull? I think I'm going to add... Yes, Betty, I will. Do you think I should add a brighter color? Like, I'm thinking, I mean, the red, I don't know why I keep going back. Yeah, but isn't it boring? Let me dry it, and then we'll take another look. But there is an area where I thought I removed too much. Do you think black? I could try black, yes. Or a brighter gold. I've got this gold. Elegantly neutral. Okay. Let me just dry it before I make any more mistakes. But these kind would look great for any time of the year. You could use these at Christmas, you could use them at Thanksgiving, all winter long, if you're careful. Yeah, I will. There's no teal in the picture, Betty. Oh, I would have used teal, but there's none. There's pink, but I don't want to use pink. I mean, I can try it. I'm fine with trying the colors. Let me see if I have it. Can you? Did the painters go? Well, I don't have the paint anyway. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to do it on the side, just so that I'm just going to put some more retarder in here. I just want to add, the image we can't do anything about anymore, Betty, because that's a bit too much. Let me just remove it. Let me see if we can... I don't know that the teal would do anything. Let me try the black. And gold. Let me see what other golds I have besides that one. There's this one. No, this one is brighter. Let's try this one. I just want to add a little bit of retarder to it. Don't know if I've got enough on there to show. This one does give specks of gold. And let me see the black. No teal, no. Yeah, I was thinking of the red, but I don't think I want the red. Let me try this one. Let me see. I'm going to do gold and then I'm going to do the black. And I'm going to use this and put, I'm going to use both of these. So I'm using now pearl gold. I'll do it lightly and then turn it over to see. It does give a bit of brightness, which I like. And I'm going to try the black and gold. Yes. So, less black than gold. So let me do this. Just making sure that my edges are covered. Hopefully it'll look good when we flip it over. I need to push this one down. Oh, some of it's pulled up here. I'm just paying attention to the edges now. Okay, and let's try some black. Yeah, white is another option. If I had cream, I would have preferred the cream. I have to learn to shut all my okay, see here I removed some of the paint, so Shall I try the black? Let me try the black. What do we have to lose? Where's the one? There's one place that I'm not happy with. Let's try a bit of black. I'm going to put some on, and I'm not going to add a lot. Just specks of black here and there. And make sure you turn your brush. Don't have it always, you know, in the same pattern. So that you can change, so that your pounce marks are random. I'm excited to see what we get. Yeah, cream with gold would be amazing. But I don't have any cream. We need to do cream. Well, Posh Chalk need to do cream, not me. Okay, that's all I'm going to add. I've gone heavy in some areas and lighter in others. And let's see, without me touching the, hold on, I need to close this because I have a habit of not closing them lately, and they've been drying out on me. Let me just do this. Yeah, I think I like the specks of black. Can you see them? You'll probably see them better when we add the layer of, yeah, I could definitely. Now just let me remember, this bit needs a, I hope I didn't touch it. I'm just going to dry it. And then we can just add the layer of, yeah, it does add depth. I like that. The red was a bit, the red is beautiful, but it's a bit loud for me. The other option would have been to put the black first and dry the black, and then put the other colors on top. This one's still wet. Yes, I agree, Betty. Yeah, the other one's far too loud. I think it might be dry. So what I'm going to do is start adding, I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is what it would look like. as opposed to this one. I mean, they're both nice, but this one is more, for me, it's kind of, yes, absolutely. Let's put that on. What did I do with my thing? More infuser. Let me see if I can. Thank you, Hazel. Let me just add. Okay, let's try this bit. I'm just using the areas that I cut off. This one's not big enough. Let's try here. Oh, thank you, Lynn. So I'm just adding the infuser. If you're new to watching me, I'm just adding the infuser and using that as a decoupage medium. Oh, thank you for the stars, Hazel. That's very kind of you. And you know, Betty, I was telling you I was going to go to Costco. I ended up not going anywhere this weekend except sitting under the fan outside. And it was wonderful. I do have to fill in some areas. And I will right now. Oh, you did? I started, I was actually preparing the shelves on Saturday outside. And on Sunday we had, after everyone left, no, whilst they were here actually, I started working on a canvas with plants, cutting up glass for plants on canvas. I know. You are so right. You are so right, Laura. You're so right. That's what Camille was saying to me yesterday. After everyone left, it was maybe 4:30, and he said, "What are you going to do now?" I said, "Oh, I've got tons of work to do." And he said, "How about you sit down, relax, and watch this movie?" And the movie was called Toscano, and it was it was the first time in a very long time that I actually sit down and watch a movie. I don't typically sit and watch movies. Okay, we need some more. But you are absolutely right, Laura. And the movie was all about food and this chef in a restaurant, and it looked so yummy. It's not a good movie to watch if you're dieting. Toscano. Yes, Betty. You did? Yeah. I was a bit disappointed because the food looked so good and I couldn't go and get bread. I was craving bread. Bread is my weakness. And chocolate. And you'd think, knowing that I'm not supposed to eat certain foods, Camille wouldn't bring them into the house, but guess what? He does. He eats them in secret, but I see them. Almost there. I've got a little bit of a patch here and a little bit here, but I think, oops, what am I doing? Oh, bread, pasta, pizza. Yeah, all the things I'm not allowed. I'm just adding on small areas that I'm seeing that need touching up. What is wrong with me? I keep picking on the same one. here needs it. There's a little bit here that I want to put. And there's one bit here and one bit here. You know what? Just one tiny bit. And it's not going to show much, but I will feel so much better if I put it on there. And it's not going to show that the edges aren't straight either. I can't see anywhere else that needs touching up. So I'm just going to dry it. Oh, Betty. You can't have gluten? Oh. Wow. Are there gluten-free products? I don't know very much about what they sell in the stores. Wow. I can't wait to turn it over and see. Thank you for the heart. Still a bit wet. It's still a bit wet in some places. But I do, in a strange way, I really do like it. I think it's so different to this. Look at this. This is, first of all, a much better finish, even though you can see gold around it. But much better than this. I wonder if I can scratch all of this off and recut. I might do that because I hate to waste this plate. I would never ever use this plate like this. Yeah, I think I like that one too. So now all that's left to do is to cut the edges. And I'm going to do that. Oh, thank you, Betty. Thank you for the hearts. And you know what? It doesn't really need any gold around the edges. And just remember also when you're filing down, when you're filing the decoupage or trimming the decoupage paper, to sand in one direction. Almost there. Yeah, I like the gold one better too. The other one is nice for a show-offy kind of piece. But what I want to try and do is try and remove the red and redo it in this, because I do prefer this so much better. And you really don't need, it needs a little bit more adjustment, but you really don't need to add any gold because you've got enough on the edges. Yeah, I think even the black would be too strong. I'm going to try and do it like this one, but I really, this is more my style than this. And I know that I can't fix the paint that makes it look worn out, because this one is so much clearer. But I hope I can fix this, and I'll let you know tomorrow if I get the time today to do that. Let me turn you up. Yeah, too much red. Although Betsy, when I saw it on, hold on one second. When I was looking at it on Saturday, it didn't look that bad. But now that I see it on here, it really does not look as great as this. This one's very classic, and this one is pretty had I done it well, but not for me. I want to thank you all for joining me today.